What's good, everybody? It's the one known Punishment Game coming back to you again with some King of Fighters. I don't know which number it is. I'm about to just take it for what it is. Salute to my new subscribers, much like the returning subscribers, you already know what it is. I apologize for being away for so long, but just was going through some serious-ish and still working on a few things behind the scenes, and it just, it's taking up a lot of my time and all that. But hope you guys enjoy this video. I got this game from renewing my PlayStation Plus. It's free on the PlayStation Plus Essential. Got this in Diablo 4. I'm having fun with that because I don't have to play it on Xbox anymore. Thank God. And as well as, this shit is way more fun than Street Fighter 6 in my opinion. It's faster, it's more dynamic, it's not like hindered with that stupid drive impact, drive brush bullshit. It's straight hands, powers, whatever the case may be. But it's just like, classic King of Fighters, but much more, I guess you could say, clean. In the sense of, you get what you know from King of Fighters, and yes, I am a fan of King of Fighters. Not the biggest fan of King of Fighters, but I do enjoy it for what it is. And like, I play with my girl King and my boy Joe, because you already know me. I need that Muay Thai fighter style shit, or similar to it, and that's why I got King and Joe for it. And I got Blue Mary. She's similar-ish to Cammy, but not as flashy as Cammy, but close enough. But this is like my first time playing this game in particular, so I'm still getting my buttons and to get shit together. But this is not a review. I am not a reviewer. I just give you my raw opinions, no script, none of that. Like, I've only played this game for about, since today, for like, I would say a few hours, maybe 2 to 3, off and on. And then, mostly what I want to say is, once I get an idea of like how everything works, like counters, like punish attacks, this and that. I'm not much of a fighting game person, but I do like to play online from time to time, and I have a feeling I'm gonna be vibing out playing this once I get an idea of like moves, special moves, counters, reversals, all that stuff. It's gonna be so much fun. And this is just like, little story mode shit. Just kind of get like an idea of like what I'm getting myself into. And just like, testing out characters. But, I don't know. I've been in a drought as far as, playing fighting games and just dabbling with Street Fighter 6. But I'm like not too keen on it because it's just, I don't like the playstyle of Street Fighter 6 because drive rush and drive impact is bullshit mechanics to me personally. Now with this game, it's more strategic and like, you don't have to worry about somebody trying to like, spam you with drive, just a super, not like a super move, but it's more so it's like a move that you can see coming, but depends on like what your gauge is, or drive gauge, or whatever the fuck. You have to pretty much outmaneuver that or counter it, to like really do anything about it. And I think that's stupid. I want it straight hands, and like depending if you're playing with a person with powers or whatever the fuck. I just want it straight up, going in, no intermediate BS in between. You see how this nigga is cooking my shit? I like it like that. I don't need drive rush, and then if my meter is like completely depleted, I can't do shit about it. That's stupid. Like, we don't need that. Like, you drive. I would say V Trigger was a little bit better, but that shit was gimmicky too in Street Fighter 5. Mainly why the reason I didn't buy it until like a lot later on. But then when I played it, I was like, what is this goofy shit? I'm not a Tekken player, so I can't really say nothing on Tekken. Like that's doing too much for me personally. So I'll play this. I definitely gotta try out that one game, City of Wolves. Fatal Fury, City of Wolves. That's fire. Like, you know, I gotta play alternative games to, like, you know, the big three, because I'm just like over that shit at this point. And plus, a good amount of time they don't be having the characters out, like play styles that I like. I mean, yeah, they got Capoeira and Tekken 8 with Eddie, but that's it. Everything else is just like, I'm more than likely just gonna be overlooking it and just not care. And I gotta wait till what? Wait, was it season 3 or whatever the fuck for Sagat? So I gotta wait a while for him to drop. Even though he's like one of the OGs of the game, so I'm like, he should have been one of the part of the main roster. How the fuck we get Elena and Terry before we get a fucking Sagat? Nigga, make that make sense. It don't make no sense. So I'm like, whatever. So I might not even play the shit. Let me not lie. I will. But I won't play it as much. Because I'd rather play something like this where I can get what I want. Full access. What I don't have to pay for it. It's like, I have to pay for Sagat, that's just pissing me off. Because they wanted you to pay for them in fucking Street Fighter 5. I'm like, no, nigga. Stop hoeing me and not giving me the fucking character I want without a fucking paywall in there. Please. That's some stupid shit. Another thing I like about this game is that you can play 1-on-1, like, you know, just one character versus one character, or 3-on-3. That is very interesting to me, because, and I guess it depends on how you will feel about it. You can't swap out your characters, like in other, I guess, King of Fighter games, whereas, well, not necessarily King of Fighters itself, but, you know, where it's like a collab type King of Fighter game with other, like SNK versus King of Fighter type shit, or Geo something, Neo Geo something. Cause I played that on Xbox, and you can swap out, you can tag any of your characters if your other character is low, and they all have their own separate health bars. But I like this myself because, like, you know, I don't have to worry about a nigga swapping out and then like he be like playing against a super OP ass character, and then like you got him on like a slither of health, and then you got to worry about another nigga coming in full health, and you already got like probably like 1 or 2 people left on your side, but depending on who they picked, it will, like, you know, won't balance the things out and shit like that. There's different dynamics that go into it, but I don't really feel like going into it here. I just want to more so say, for the most part, I'm really enjoying this. I love playing with King. Like, she gonna be like, her and Joe are like my mainstays. The third slot is interchangeable. I'll find my squad more I play it before I go online and play it and play against the demons out there, because I already know the first few matches I'm gonna be absolutely cooked. But that's fine though. I'm not scared to get my ass beat online because shit. When it comes to fighting games, damn, you blew my top off. But in fighting games, I don't really take it too seriously unless it's like UFC, and then I'm gonna be raging like a motherfucker because I'm like locked in. So hopefully UFC number 6 is much different and more dynamic in the changes to like UFC 4 to UFC 5, because there's not really much difference besides like, you know, the damage physics and shit like that. But other than that, it's the same. And like, you know, the little submission part, you get to play chicken on whether or not, like, you know, you can submit a person off rip, or you can submit them within 2 attempts of the one for submission or whatever. That's not enough to really differentiate the two games, in my opinion. It's like a huge differentiation from those of the UFC 2 to UFC 3. Now that's significant fucking difference if you ever played UFC 2 to 3. And then UFC 3 to 4. I wouldn't say it's like a massive margin, but you can tell the differences. And with this, in my opinion, it's like right down my alley for like fighting games I like to play and like really sink in time into. It's not like super straightforward like Street Fighter is. This has so many complexities to it, and it's like fast paced, hard hitting, in your face. The moveset is like not overly complicated, but it's not easy. But hope you guys enjoy that, and more videos to come for sure. It's the one on the Punishment Game signing out.